What's this, Arthur?
Oh, that's Mia's. She must have lost it last week.
Dropped it? Under my pillow? In our bed?
Babe, remember Lily played hide and seek here?
The house is so clean, honey. You did all this?
Of course. I wanted to surprise you.
Mommy, where's the peach lady?
The peach lady? Who's that, sweetie?
She smells like peaches. She played hide and seek with me in your bedroom last week.
Oh, she means Mia, my new assistant. She stopped by to drop off some urgent files, and Lily just wouldn't let her leave.
An assistant? In our bedroom?
The study was being painted. Remember? It was just a misunderstanding, babe.
Of course. I trust you. Freeze my family trust, now. Arthur, you built your career on my brains, and now you're using my money to fund your whore. I'm going to strip you down to nothing.
Your husband is siphoning off your joint assets.
How much did he take?
$1.5 million. All moved to an offshore shell called A&M Capital.
AM? Arthur and Mia, how creative.
File for divorce, Elena. If we freeze everything now, you can still save at least half.
Half? No. I'm going to strip him of everything. The only thing he's keeping is a prison sentence. Good morning, Mrs. Vandant. Mr. Vandant is in a meeting. It's fine. I just meet his new assistant. Excuse me. Are you Arthur's new helper? And you are? Elena Vornot, Arthur's wife. Welcome, Mrs. Vornot. How can I help you today? I'm here to return something. Ah, my favorite ring. I was wondering where that went. Cartier's latest. A bit tacky, though. It doesn't age well. It's a promise of forever. Solid gold, heavy, and impossible to ignore. Just like me. Gold plating wears off, Mia, and cheap promises always end up in a pawn shop. But classics are so boring. Classics last, Mia. Cheap thrills lose their shine the moment they get scratched. He is building a whole new life for me. He promised. When the bill comes due, Mia, he always finds someone else to pay. You're just jealous because he loves me. Oh, sweetie. You really think that's love, don't you?
Elena! Babe! You should have told me you were coming.
Just returning your assistant's ring, honey. If she can't even keep track of her own jewelry, how is she supposed to handle your file?
Mia! How dare you bring your messy drama into my home? Apologize to my wife.
Arthur, you promised me.
Now! And transfer yourself to the back office, or you're fired!
Sorry, Mrs. Vonger. It was my mistake. That'll be all. You two can go. You've got sticky fingers, Sienna.
Mrs. Vonner, I'm sorry. I can explain.
Keep it. I like greedy people. They're cheap to buy. Do you know why I hired you? Because I asked for the lowest pay? No. Because I want you to seduce my husband. He has a young, eager assistant to satisfy his cheaper urges. What he lacks is a multi-billionaire heiress to buy his way into high society.
You are crazy.
We help each other. I pay off your debts, and you get a ticket out of the gutter. Win-win. And when this is over, you'll get a massive bonus. How much is massive? $50,000. Just the retainer. For 50 grand, I'll make him fall in love with a lamppost if you want. Consider it done, boss. I need to take this. It's important. No. Sienna Cruff does not take calls from bottom feeders.
You don't understand. If I don't answer...
Your sister's ICU bills at St. Jude's are covered for the next 3 months.
How do I become her?
Why are you home so late today, honey?
I brought an old friend, Sweetie. She's going to be staying with us for a few days.
Hello, I'm Arthur. Welcome to our home.
Hi. Just call me Sienna.
Why did you bring a stranger home without asking me first?
She was my roommate at boarding school in Switzerland. Arthur. She's going through a messy divorce. And I sent Lily to my mother so we could give her some peace and quiet.
Boarding school. I've never heard you mention her.
Her family kept a very low profile back then. But their company went public last year. I heard she just bought a Gulfwing G650. Elena, your place is so tiny.
We like to keep it cozy, Sienna. Is that the Patek Philippe Celestial 61 on Tow 2P?
Oh, this? I like the blue dial, so I bought it. Actually, I couldn't decide between the blue dial, so I just got both. Saved me the headache.
That's a $400,000 watch! You need a legendary purchase history just to get allocated. They only make a handful of these a year!
You actually know your watches, Arthur. Impressive for a local broker. Elena, is this working? He's just staring. Don't rush it, Sienna. A good Boeuf Bourguignon takes time. The longer you let it simmer, the richer it gets. I'm just worried he'll check the serial number. This rental is costing us $5,000 a day. Trust me. Before midnight, he'll be begging for your number.
Arthur, HR stuck me in the back office. When are you going to talk to the partners?
Not now, Mia. Can't you see I'm busy?
Busy? You've been glued to your phone for 3 straight days. Who is she, Arthur?
She is our gold mine, Mia. Sienna Crocked. If I can get my hands on her family's fund, we won't need this stupid company anymore.
Really?
She will. Heiresses like her are just cautious. Hey, babe. Is your friend Sienna still in town? Maybe we should invite her for dinner again.
Sienna? Oh, she's impossible to pin down, honey. She's at a private art auction in the Hamptons today.
Paris? So soon?
Yes. She barely replies to my texts. You know how old money is. They only stick to their own circle.
Hi, Sienna. It's Arthur. Would love to treat you to dinner tonight at La Tongue.
La Tongue? Too loud. I only dine at Club 21. If you can get a table.
I'm gonna make a call. Come on, Tom! You're a VP at Chase! You must have some pull at Club 21. No? Damn it!
What's wrong, honey?
Nothing. It's just a huge client wants to meet at Club 21 tonight, but they're completely booked. I might lose the account.
Oh, sweetheart. Don't worry. Let me see what I can do. I still have some contacts from my Wall Street days.
Really? Can you?
For you? Anything.
Welcome, Mr. Vaughn. Your private table is ready. This way, please. Sienna crushed. Tonight, I make my move.
glad you made it, Sienna. I was starting to think you forgot about me.
You asked for dinner, Arthur, not a board meeting.
Of course. Tonight, I just wanted to know the real Sienna.
The real me? Most men only want access to my family office.
Maybe I'm different. I heard Croft Capital is expanding its energy portfolio in Europe.
You certainly do your homework, Arthur.
Occupational habit. Is it true you are looking for local partners in New York?
We do have one interesting project.
Tell me more. I have access to the best capital channels on Wall Street.
No business tonight, Arthur. Oh,
Yes, Sienna?
a clean energy project. A private allocation.
What kind of return?
Good enough that my father kept it off the market. A guaranteed 5x return. But it requires a $5 million buy-in.
A guaranteed 5x return. That's turning 5 million into 25 million. 5 million!
Good night, Arthur. Try not to lose sleep over it. He spent 90 minutes pretending he wasn't interested. But the moment I said energy, his eyes turned into dollar signs. He wants to escape his middle-class shell. He'll jump at any shadow. What if he runs the company name through compliance? If he sees your name on the beneficiary bank, we are done. The receiving company is Croft Atlantic Group, registered in the Caymans. On paper, it's a nominee trust with zero link to me. But the ultimate beneficiary is my private offshore account. The money will be gone before he can even blink.
Pull the valuation report on Croft Energy's European assets, now. Sir, those assets are locked behind Swiss privacy laws. We don't have clearance. Is Sienna actually handing me a golden ticket? Or is this some sophisticated setup? I heard Croft Capital is doing a private placement.
Oh, it's real, Arthur. But it's restricted to sovereign wealth funds. My London client just got rejected because they missed the deadline. Old man Croft only signed off on 3 allocations worldwide.
It's real. The project is 100% real.
You look so tired lately, honey. Is everything okay at work?
Just some minor projects, babe. Nothing I can't handle.
Sienna texted me. She's flying back to London next week. She said New York is a bit too small time for her capital.
London? So soon?
Yes. Old money doesn't wait for anyone, honey. Come to bed, get some rest.
As you can see, Arthur's team lost 3 major accounts this quarter. His risk management is a joke.
That was due to the Swiss market volatility, Julian. No one could have seen that coming.
I predicted it, Arthur. I hedged my clients with short-term treasury options. That's why my book is up 40%. Excellent quarterly numbers, Julian. The board will announce the new senior partner this Friday.
Thank you, sir. I've locked in the institutional capital. Some people just can't keep up anymore.
Enjoy the view while it lasts, Arthur. I'm turning your office into a coffee-tation.
I'm going to bury you, Julian. Just you wait.
Arthur, I'm pregnant. I'm not raising my baby in this dump. I want that penthouse on 5th Avenue.
I don't have $10 million lying around, Mia. Can't you see the pressure I'm under? The board is eating me alive.
I don't give a damn about the board. You promised me a new life. You promised to leave Elena.
With what money? All my capital is tied up in joint accounts. I can't move a single dollar without her finding out.
Don't worry, Mia. I've already siphoned 1.5 million from Elena's trust fund to A&M Capital. She's too clueless to notice.
You recorded me?
I have every single text, every wire receipt, and every sex tape we made in your marital bed. If I don't get that Fifth Avenue penthouse by Friday, I'm walking right up to Elena and showing her everything. And then I'm sending this to your board.
You bitch!
Touch me and I'll hit send. If I'm going down, Arthur, I'm taking you with me. We can rot in hell together.
It's Arthur. I need a short-term bridge loan. 3.5 million. Just for 48 hours. I'll pay double the interest.
5 million in 2 hours. Are you insane, Arthur? Goodbye.
Ugh.
Tom, listen to me. I have a sovereign placement. I just need 3.5 million to match the escrow. What? Compliance? Fuck! Sienna, hi. I'm finalizing the wire. The 5 million is almost ready.
Almost? The Chicago pension just filed their wire. 5 million, cash on delivery. You have until Friday at 5 p.m. to match it. My father doesn't do extensions.
Sienna, please! Just 24 hours! My assets are clearing!
We don't wait for locals, Arthur. Bye.
Sweetheart, look at you. Did your car break down? You're ice cold.
No. Just a lot of meetings. I'm fine, Elena.
I know you're under so much pressure at the firm, Arthur. But you shouldn't kill yourself over work. Nothing is worth this.
Elena, if I lost my position at the firm, would you still stand by me?
Don't be silly, of course I would. We have our savings, we have the trust fund. As long as we're together, money doesn't mean a thing. Oh, by the way, I was reading the Wall Street Journal today. There was this crazy story about a fund manager.
What story?
He was short on cash for a massive deal, so he used his admin credentials to borrow $500,000 from the client escrow accounts. He put it back after 48 hours once the deal went through. No one was the wiser. But that's so risky, right? That's embezzlement. I told myself, thank God my Arthur is a man of integrity. You would never do something so reckless, right, honey?
Of course, babe. I would never. That's a crime.
I knew it, sweetie. I'll wait for you in bed.
"48 hours. In and out. No one will ever know. Yes. Yes!
Elena, calling me this late, it's risky.
I need your compliance oversight.
Messing with compliance firewalls is a federal offense, Elena. What's my cut?
Arthur's 40% voting shares, and his seat on the board.
Sounds like you're finally ready to reclaim your life.
Make sure it's clean. I'll see you in the boardroom, Julian.
"48 hours. Just 48 hours.
Sienna, it's done. The 5 million, it's in your account. Check it. Check it now.
He just authorized the wire, Elena. The system is routing the funds.
Did the compliance alert trigger?
No. I delayed the system flag by 24 hours. He's completely in the dark.
Perfect. Sweep the funds into my private trust.
Consider it done. Enjoy your victory lap, partner.
Elena.
It's here! $5 million? Real? Cold hard cash! He actually did it!
I told you. Greed makes smart men incredibly stupid.
But Elena, this is stolen money. If his firm flags this, the
That's
feds...
exactly the point. He robbed my family trust first. Now, he's robbing his own clients. The law won't show him any mercy, and neither will I. To your new life, boss. No. To Arthur's absolute ruin.
He's still got that smirk on his face. I heard his team lost another major account.
Nice suit, Arthur. Julian, I've always found you cute. Like a hamster spinning on a wheel, thinking he's running the world. What did you say? Enjoy playing compliance partner, Julian. By tomorrow afternoon, the tax bracket I'll be in, you won't even be able to spell it. Call internal audit. I want a full audit on Arthur's book, now.
He sent me 15 messages today. Sienna, is the confirmation ready? Sienna, when is the wire clearing? I'm running out of excuses.
Let him stew. Don't reply for the next 6 hours.
Won't he panic and call the bank?
No. He's too terrified of losing this once-in-a-lifetime allocation. In his eyes, Sienna Croft is an old money heiress. And heiresses don't answer texts from desperate middle commanders right away. At 5 p.m., send him this. Tell him the Swiss compliance office flagged a minor issue with the beneficiary name, and the wire will take 48 hours to clear.
48 hours? That's Saturday. The firm's audit is tomorrow, Friday. Elena, you're literally putting a noose around his neck.
He put the noose around his own head, Sienna. I'm just pulling the lever.
Arthur, today is Thursday. Where is the deposit for the 5th Avenue penthouse? The broker said they haven't received the wire.
Penthouse? Penthouse? Is that all you care about, you gold-digging bitch?
What did you call me? I'm pregnant with your child! You promised me!
My kid? Who's to say it's even mine? You slept with half the marketing department before you ever crawled into my bed.
Arthur, you monster!
Listen to me, Mia. I'm about to be worth 8 figures. I'm moving to Europe. And you were just a cheap distraction.
You think you can just throw me away? I will ruin you, Arthur. I'll make sure you rot in a cell. I didn't think you'd actually agree to meet me.
You said you had something important regarding Arthur's finances. As his wife, I'm always interested in his affairs.
He's siphoning money from you. 1.5 million laundered into A&M Capital. And he's planning to skip town.
Oh, Mia, I've known about the 1.5 million for weeks.
You knew? Then why?
Because without my permission, he couldn't have moved a single dime. I wanted to see how far he would go. And you were just his tool. If you really want to hurt him, bring it to the boardroom tomorrow morning. That is where you bury him. Hello? Is she okay?
Miss Kraft, your sister is stable. The payment cleared. But
what?
her ventilator is an older model. She needs a replacement. It's $12,000.
How long can she go without it?
2 weeks, maybe 3. After that, we can't guarantee.
$50,000, just the retainer. Your sister's ICU bills at St. Jude's are covered for the next 3 months.
She paid for everything. She trusted you. 12 grand, that's nothing compared to 3.5 million.
You're off script, Sienna. What's wrong?
I almost did something stupid last night.
Tell me.
My sister needs a new ventilator. 12 grand, insurance won't cover it. And for about 10 minutes, I was staring at your $3.5 million, thinking no one would notice. If I took just a little. Here. You should find someone else. Someone who doesn't hesitate. Open it. This is... you. I drafted it the night after you stole my pen.
You've got sticky fingers, Sienna. I've been waiting for you to tell me. It's not about the ventilator, it's about the second you almost took the money.
Why?
Because I needed to know which version of you I was really hiring. The one who steals pens, or the one who puts them back?
I didn't take it, I swear. I wanted to, but I didn't.
I know. That's why your name is on the trust. There's a board meeting on Friday. We have work to do. Dry your eyes, Sienna. Harrises don't cry on park benches.
Elena?
Yes?
I won't hesitate again.
Gentlemen, today I present to you the Croft Energy Fund. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, the Croft family does not partner with mediocrity, which is why they chose me, Arthur Vaunt, senior partner. No, managing partner. No, Arthur Vaunt, king of Wall Street.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again.
Pick up! Damn it, Sienna, pick up the phone!
Mr. Vander, internal audit is here. They're already setting up in the main conference room.
Audit? Why now? The quarterly audit is next month.
It's a special request from Mr. Julian's office. They are reviewing all high-volume transactions from the escrow accounts this week.
Tell them my systems are down. The database is undergoing maintenance.
Sir, they have admin credentials signed off by Mr. Sterling himself. They don't need our permission.
I see. You may go now. Oh my God, Sienna.
You have to reverse the transfer now. Aud is in the building. I need that $3.5 million back in escrow right now.
Arthur, I'm at the private airport boarding for Paris. I told you, Swiss compliance takes time.
I don't have time. If they find the $3.5 million missing, I'm going to prison. Sienna, please.
Prison? That sounds like a you problem, Arthur. My father's compliance team doesn't bend the rules for anyone. We'll talk when I land in Paris.
Arthur Vonnet, care to explain why $3.5 million in client escrow funds was wired to an offshore shell yesterday? Mr. Vonner, please step away from the terminal. Your network credentials have been suspended.
I can explain.
Elena, it's just a temporary bridge for my Swiss client. If we sign this HEL, we get a $3.5 million credit line immediately. I'll clear it first thing Monday morning.
No, Arthur. This is our home. What if something goes wrong? We'll lose everything. What about Lily?
Nothing is going to go wrong. Sienna Kraft is back in town. Her family office is worth $50 billion. I just need to cover the escrow deficit before the audit tonight. Trust me, babe.
You promise? Just until Monday?
Monday morning, the loan gets cleared, and our house is safe.
Goodbye, Arthur. You just signed away your very last asset.
Paperwork is all in order, Mr. Vandal. Since your wife signed the spousal waiver, The 3.5 million is being wired to your escrow account as we speak.
I did it. I saved my ass. Julian, you lose.
Still here, Arthur? I thought Audit was drafting your pink file.
Audit? Julian, we wrapped that up 2 hours ago, and every single penny in that escrow account is exactly where it belongs. Impossible, you moved 3.5 million! I am the golden boy of this firm, Julian. Compliance loves me, Sterling loves me, and by tomorrow, you'll be reporting to me. Is that Sienna Croft, the oil and energy heiress?
Miss Croft, what an honor. Welcome to our firm.
I'm not here on firm business, Mr. Sterling. I'm here for my personal portfolio manager. Swisscom Compliance cleared the allocation. I'm here to sign the final paperwork.
Sienna, it is my absolute honor. This way, please. Sienna, the 5 million has fully cleared into your holding account. When can we announce the Croc Capital New York branch?
Tomorrow morning, Arthur. At your board meeting. I will personally hand you the contract. A $25 million commission signed and sealed.
25 million! I am a god! Julian, Sterling, Elena, you're all gonna crawl at my feet!
Don't disappoint me, Nero Arthur. The Croft family only partners with kings. You look like you're on top of the world tonight, honey. Did something good happen at the firm?
Elena, starting tomorrow, our lives will change forever. You won't have to live in this cramped house anymore. I'm buying you a castle in France.
Really? But what about your position? And the mortgage?
The HERC, I'll clear that with 10% of my commission tomorrow. As for the firm, I'll be running the place soon.
I knew you'd make it.
Poor, naive Elena. Enjoy your last night as Mrs. Vaughn.
He swallowed the bait hook, line, and sinker, boss. I've never seen anyone so greedy.
Good. It's time to pull the rug out. Send him the document.
Are you sure? If we do it now, he might run.
Run? With what? His bank accounts are frozen by my trust. Our house is mortgaged. His only hope is that board meeting tomorrow.
Understood. Sending it now. Get some rest, Elena.
Arthur, your gallows is ready. Enjoy the show.
Gentlemen, today I present to you the Croft Energy Fund. We've got a problem, Julian.
Be specific.
The bypass has a hard limit. If I don't deactivate it before 9 a.m., it automatically escalates to the SEC. Not Sterling. The SEC.
You said we could stall for 48 hours.
Internal alerts are fine. External escalation is hard-coded 24 hours.
So tomorrow at 9 a.m., the SEC finds out Arthur Vaughn stole $3.5 million.
And they'll trace the bypass. My code, they'll find nothing.
I authorized a scheduled maintenance window, server logs, work order, all documented. As far as the SEC knows, I was doing my job while Arthur was committing the fraud. The only risk is timing. Arthur needs to be exposed before the SEC arrives, not after. Elena, the bypass expires at 9 a.m. After that, it flags the SEC.
How much time?
12 hours.
Push the board meeting to 9 a.m. sharp.
What if he runs before then?
He won't run. I'm making him dinner. He thinks I'm his safety net.
Go home. Delete your code. Forget this conversation. 12 hours, Arthur. Enjoy them.
$2 million upon dissolution? You couldn't even spell dissolution right. I had to fix it for you.
The Croft deal closes Friday. After that, I don't need Elena, I don't need the firm, I don't need New York. You and me, Mia. Europe. Fresh start.
And what about the baby?
We'll get a bigger place, just not now. After the Croft money comes through.
No more castles built on lies.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Sienna!
Please
You
check
bitch,
the
pick up the phone! 3.5 million. Monday. If I don't clear the H-get, the bank forecloses on the house. If audit double checks, embezzlement. No, I won't rot in prison. I am Arthur Vaunt. There must be someone else with cash. Vance, it's Arthur. I need a quick bridge. 2 million. Just 72 hours. I'll pay 20% VIG.
Sorry, Arthur. We heard about the Croft energy mess in Europe. The regulators are freezing everything. Your radio have acted now.
It's temporary. Sienna Croft is my partner. She's an heiress.
Call us when she's not a target of the European regulators. Goodbye, Arthur.
Arthur! Oh my god, you're freezing! What happened?
Elena, do you love me?
Of course, sweetheart. More than anything, why do you ask?
If tomorrow is a disaster, if I lost everything, would you take the fall with me?
We're in this together, Arthur. My brain has always been yours. Tomorrow at the board, don't show any weakness. Tell them the crop fund is just under a routine compliance hold. They need you to release the capital. You're the only one who can talk to Sienna.
Yes. I am the only key. They won't dare to touch me.
Arthur, we received reports of a regulatory freeze on Croft Energy in Zoostrick. Are you sure you still have a project to present?
It's a routine compliance hold, Julia. Old money always undergoes cross-border clearance before entering New York. Mr. Sterling, the 25 million allocation is guaranteed. We just need to approve the final escrow extension.
If the crop fund is real, Arthur, the board can grant you 48 hours.
Thank you, sir. I assure you. Security, get this crazy bitch out of here!
Anyone touches me, and this goes straight to the SEC! Arthur Von Kant, you're a thief! A liar!
Wait!
Let her speak. We are a public firm, Mr. Sterling. If there's fraud, we need to know.
He embezzled $1.5 million from his wife's trust. And yesterday, he siphoned $3.5 million in client funds straight out of escrow.
Arthur, what is the meaning of this? She's lying. She forged this.
Don't worry, Mia. I've already siphoned the 1.5 million. Elena is too stupid to notice. And that bitch Sienna is my ticket to the big leagues.
I've already called the FBI, Arthur. They're waiting downstairs.
I'm dragging you to hell with me, Arthur. Both of us!
Arthur, did you seriously drag this entire firm into an EU regulatory probe? This is a compliance nightmare. The board will have to freeze all joint transaction records. So, Arthur, no Swiss money, no New York partner, just the FBI waiting for you downstairs?
This meeting is adjourned. Arthur, you have 24 hours to produce the legal funds, or we will notify the authorities.
Elena, Not now! I'm in the middle of a massive deal!
Arthur. Oh my god, Arthur.
What?
The bank just called. They flagged the HEA for fraud. They're freezing our accounts and seizing the house. They said you took out $3.5 million under false pretenses.
It's just a temporary bridge loan. I'll clear it on Monday.
And that's not even the worst part. We've been conned, Arthur. Sienna is a fake. I found her old nanny resume in the drawer. She's just a maid.
Shut the hell up! This is all your fault, you useless piece of shit! You ruined everything!
Did he take the bait? His ego won't let him admit he got played by a woman. So he's coming to me for answers? He should be on his way to your office right now. Consider it done, boss. Time for my best performance.
Sienna! My wife is saying you're a $50 an hour nanny!
A nanny? Arthur, are you out of your fucking mind? You're letting some cheap, desperate housewife do your thinking for you?
The freeze happened because of your dirty capital. They think you're trying to launder your stolen cash through my family's fund. I am under investigation because of you. And you have the nerve to come in here and insult me?
Sienna, I'm sorry, I was panicked. The board Julian is trying to ruin me. Please tell me the money will clear.
Only if you can keep your compliance team quiet for 48 hours. Don't contact me again until you clean up your mess in New York.
Elena, you jealous bitch. You're trying to sabotage my deal with Sienna. I won't let you ruin this for me. Julian? Marcus? What is the meaning of this? Get out of my chair.
As of 10 minutes ago, Arthur, your office is on compliance lockdown. We reviewed the metadata of the transaction logs. On Thursday at 3 p.m., you used your admin credentials to transfer $3.5 million to an offshore account.
That was a temporary liquidity sweep. The funds were returned to escrow last night. Not a single client lost a dime.
But the client did not authorize it. And A&M Capital is registered under the maiden name of your private assistant, Mia Chen.
You didn't just violate compliance, Arthur. You dragged this entire firm into a federal offense.
That's grand larceny, Arthur. You're looking at 20 years in a federal pen. We've informed Mr. Sterling. You have until tomorrow morning's board meeting to produce a signed, notarized client authorization. If not, we're turning this file over to the U.S. Attorney.
Arthur, please talk to me. You've been staring at the wall for hours. You're ice cold.
Marcus and Julian, they gave me until tomorrow morning. I need a signed client authorization, Elena, or they're turning the files over to the U.S. Attorney.
Oh my god. Grand larceny? Arthur, that's 20 years in a federal pen. What about Lily?
I did it for the croc deal. I was supposed to put the money back. It's all because of Mia. She threatened me.
Wait, Arthur. Think. That $3.5 million, where exactly did you wire it? Which account?
To A&M Capital. It's the offshore shell company.
And who is the registered owner of A&M Capital? Whose name is on the corporate filings?
$1.5 million, all moved to an offshore shell called A&M Capital.
Mia Chen. I used her maiden name and personal IDs to set it up, to keep it off our joint asset tracking.
Then you don't need a client authorization, sweetheart. You already have a scapegoat.
Scapegoat? Yes! She blackmailed me with those recordings yesterday. She wanted to destroy me. It was all her!
Exactly, Arthur. Tomorrow morning in that boardroom, you show her no mercy. You destroy her before she destroys you.
Mia Chen, you want to play games? Let's see who rots in a cell first. Mia Chen! Stop right there!
Arthur? What are you doing? I'm just trying to get to my desk.
Your desk? You are no longer an employee of this firm!
Are you insane? What are you talking about?
Yesterday, this woman used her position as my assistant to steal my admin credentials. She wired $3.5 million in client escrow funds directly into A&M Capital, a shell company registered entirely under her name.
You textbook psychopath! You ordered me to set up A&M!
What are you doing? Get this crazy bitch off me! Restrain her! Call the police! Don't worry, Mia. I've already moved $1.5 million from Elena's trust to A&M Capital. she's too stupid to note. Once I get Croft's money and become a senior partner, I'm gonna fire that senile old fool Sterling.
Oh my god, did he really call the board brainless sheep? He is insane.
And he called Sterling an old fool. He's toast. Completely finished. So his whole genius analyst reputation was a lie. He's just a parasite stealing from his own wife. Mr. Sterling, that's a deepfake. It's AI. Mia generated it to ruin me.
Arthur Vaunt, you are fired. Effective immediately. And we will be pressing full charges.
SEC compliance already verified the transaction metadata. A&M is linked directly to you. And the feds are already here. Arthur Vance, Mia Chen. You are under arrest for grand larceny, wire fraud, and embezzlement. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
You're in luck, Mr. Vonert. Your bail was posted an hour ago. Sign here.
Who posted it? Was it my wife, Elena Vonner?
Yeah, that's the name on the wire. Now move along, we've got a line.
Elena, I knew you'd come through. You still love me. You always have. First Avenue, Truder City. Hurry.
Cash or card first, buddy. I don't do free rides.
Get out! Card's dead, pal. Try freeloading somewhere else. That's impossible. This card has a $100,000 limit. Try it again.
No cash, no ride. Get out before I call the cops.
George!
Arthur,
Why is my black card declined? What the hell is going on?
the judge just signed an emergency asset freeze. The SEC is tracing all transactions linked to A&M Capital.
Freeze? What do you mean freeze? I have $5 million in court capital. I have my house.
There is no Croft Capital, Arthur. It's nothing but a fraudulent shell. All your joint accounts, personal savings, and retirement funds are completely locked down. You're wiped out. Don't call this number again.
Fingerprint denied.
No, open! Open the door! Elena! Open the door! I know you're in there! Elena! No. Lily? Elena? Where is everything? They cleared the place out! Respondent sold 1.5 million to A&M Capital. Date drafted October 12th. She knew. She knew about A&M Capital and Mia from the very beginning! The waiver? She bailed me out just so I'd be stuck with the entire $3.5 million debt. Elena? You think I'm finished? No, I still have Sienna Croft. I still have $5 million in Croft Capital. I don't need you.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again.
Pick up! You have my $5 million. You can't just ignore me! No, she wouldn't scam me. She has a reputation in Europe. Her family office is real. Yes, her office. I know where her office is. Where is Sienna? Where is Croft Capital? Where are the people who were here? Whoa! Get your freaking hands off me, man! Are you out of your mind? Tell me! They had a $50 billion fund. They were here 3 days ago.
Look, buddy, there is no croak here. The landlord sublet this virtual office to some shell company for 3 days. The lease ended yesterday morning.
A short-term lease? 3 days? No, that's impossible. She is an old money heiress. She has a Gulframe G650.
Gulframe? If she had a Gulframe, she wouldn't be renting this shared workspace by the hour. Get out now or we're calling security.
We're setting up our East Coast headquarters here, Arthur. Only for our pre-selected VIPs. You're lucky to get an allocation.
I will manage your money like it's my own life. That's $3.50, buddy. $2.50 and this quarter. Come on, bum, you're holding up the line. I don't have all night. No, my money! That's my quarter! Please, I just need that quarter! Sienna! I found you! Oh my God, I found you! You have to help me! The board fired me. My accounts are frozen. But you still have the $5 million, right? Tell me you have the money. Save me!
Let go of me! Do you want to go back to jail, Arthur?
Sienna! What is this? Why are you wearing rags? Did the regulators freeze your assets too?
Wearing trash? Arthur, these are my own clothes. This is what a $50 an hour Nancy wears.
No. You are Sienna Croft. Croft Oil. Your Patek watch. Your Hermes bag.
The watch, the Chanel, rented by the day. Your dear wife, Elena, picked up the pab. $500 a day. For all of it.
Elena paid for it?
You actually thought an heiress would ever look at a pathetic, parasitic little leech like you?
You bitch! You stole my $3.5 million! Give it back! Give it back! My eyes are burning! Ah! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
Keep the change, loser.
He put it back after 48 hours. No one was the wiser. Then you don't need a client authorization, sweetheart. You already have a scapegoat.
You're in luck, Mr. Vonert. Your bail was posted an hour ago.
Elena! Elena, it was you! From the very beginning, you orchestrated all of this! Elena, you wanted to watch me burn? You wanted me to rot in a cell while you walk away with all my money? I have nothing left. No job, no money, no home. But I swear, Elena, I'm dragging you to hell with me. Mia! Open the door! It's me! Please, Mia, open up! You have to help me! Mia, thank God! You're still here! We still have the baby, Mia! We can run to Europe! Start over! For our son!
Our son? Europe? With what money, Arthur? You're a broke, pathetic felon. Read the lab results, you blind idiot. I was never pregnant.
You lied to me?
You wanted an heir for a fortune you don't even have, Arthur. You're pathetic. Now get out of my way.
Ah! My hand! You bitch!
Bailing him out. That's the only move of yours I didn't see coming.
I needed him to be more desperate.
And you changed the house locks, froze his black card to push him over the edge.
When a proud, violent man has nothing left, he goes for blood.
And you used my apartment as the bait?
No. I used us as the trap.
You bitch! You two have been screwing behind my back this whole time! Ah! Get out, Arthur. You ruined my life! I'm taking yours! Die! Both of you!
He broke in. He came to kill. But for you, this is still just self-defense.
Then let's make it attempted murder.
You're a beautiful, brilliant psychopath, Elena.
Call the police, Julian.
Miller, get me out. You have to get me bail. My wife, she and Julian set me up!
There is no bail, Arthur. You're being charged with attempted murder in the first degree.
I didn't try to kill her! I went there to get my money!
We tracked the entity Croft Capital, Arthur. It is not a fake fund.
What? What do you mean?
It's a legally registered private trust. And the sole beneficiary is Lena Vaughan.
Wait, and the security logs? Why didn't the compliance flags go off on Thursday?
We checked the server. A temporary compliance bypass was activated on Thursday morning.
Who authorized it?
The Chief Executive Officer, Julian Vance.
Julian.
The evidence is irrefutable. You're looking at a 20-year minimum behind bars. Prepare for trial.
You look tired, Mia. What do you want from me, Elena? I already lost everything. What else do you want? Arthur's defense strategy. He told the police you stole his admin key to wire the money. That bastard. He's framing me. To him, you are just a tool to buy his own freedom. He will drag you down with him to save himself. Show up in court on Monday morning. Why are you doing this? Why help me? Because I always knew who my real enemy was, Mia. You were just another one of his victims.
Miller, the freeze! It's temporary, right?
Arthur, forget the money. Focus on surviving this. Julian Vance just handed over the system audit log.
Julian? What did he submit?
He proved to the SEC that this was a rogue inside job and that you acted entirely alone.
No! He opened the server!
In the eyes of the law, he is the heroic CEO who caught an embezzler, and you are just a cornered thief who tried to slaughter his wife. Your Honor, the defendant claims he was defrauded by a Sienna Cruft. However, our forensic audit shows that the receiving entity, Cruft Capital, is a legally established premarital trust owned solely by the defendant's wife.
She set me up! Julian Vance helped her! He held back the compliance alerts for 24 hours! He knew!
Order! Defendant, be quiet!
Your Honor, the delay was due to a scheduled system maintenance window. We have the server logs to prove it.
You liar! Julian! You lying piece of shit! Julian!
Arthur was simply too blinded by greed to heed the warning.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defense claims that Mr. Vaughn was defrauded by an offshore entity. Today, we present the verified truth. The document Mr. Vannell signed was a voluntary restitution deed. It was legally structured to compensate Mrs. Vannell for his prior unauthorized transfer of her family trust.
That's not what I signed! I signed an energy project!
The metamatas on this PDF has been verified by the court's forensic experts. It was signed using your encrypted secure key on Thursday at 3:15 p.m., the exact minute you authorized the escrow transfer.
I was his assistant, Your Honor, and his mistress.
Mia! Tell them! Tell them Elena and Julian set us up! They forced you to set up A&M Capital! Tell them!
He systematically planned to drain his wife's trust fund to buy a Fifth Avenue penthouse.
You lying bitch! You said you were pregnant! That's why I needed the money!
Was it really for me, Arthur? Or did you do it all for your own selfish greed?
And Mia!
Your Honor, we call Dr. David Cole from Mount Sinai Hospital to the stand.
We performed an ultrasound and blood tests on Miss Mia Chen 3 days ago. The records confirm that Miss Chen has never been pregnant.
Arthur, I gave up my career on Wall Street for you. I managed our home.
She's acting! She's the mastermind!
I trusted you with every single dollar of my family's trust. How could you do this to me?
Julian Vance is her lover! They're in bed together, framing me!
Your Honor, to prove my client's status as the ultimate victim, we present these audio and video clips retrieved from the defendant's home computer.
Sign it quickly!
As you can see, Arthur Vance used emotional abuse, financial extortion, and physical intimidation to force his wife to sign away her house. And when she discovered his crimes, he tried to slit her throat in Mr. Vance's apartment.
No! She slashed her own arm! She's a lunatic!
Order. One more out first, Mr. Vollant, and I will have you removed from this courtroom.
I think we've heard enough. Does anyone here believe Arthur Vance is innocent?
I'm not saying he's innocent, but Mia Chan, she's not exactly clean either. She admitted it. She helped him set up the shell company. She knew about the 1.5 million. She was part of the setup.
Mia only turned on Arthur after he threw her under the boat. She's not a victim. She's a co-conspirator who got burned.
You're right. Mia Chen is not a victim. But read this. He wrote this 3 months ago, before any of the escrow money went missing. He was planning to leave his wife and buy his mistress a penthouse long before Mia recorded anything.
So he was the architect. She was the scaffolding.
My daughter married a man like Arthur Vaughn. He cleaned out her savings, maxed out her credit cards, vanished. It took her 5 years to recover. 5 years. And she never got a day in court. Elena Vant got her day in court. She sat there for 3 hours, watching her husband's crimes get exposed one by one. She didn't scream. She didn't gloat. She just let the evidence speak.
The audio recording, when he called her stupid.
Arthur Vonnet is the architect of his own ruin. Mia Chan is his accomplice. But Elena Vonnet is the only person in that courtroom who did absolutely nothing wrong, and she lost everything anyway.
All right. Let's vote.
Guilty.
Madam Forhezen, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. On the charge of grand larceny, we find the defendant Arthur Varnett guilty. On the charge of wire fraud, guilty. On the charge of corporate embezzlement, guilty. On the charge of attempted murder in the first degree, guilty.
Therefore, I sentence you to 20 years in a federal penitentiary. Under federal law, there is no parole. You are also ordered to make full restitution of $3.5 million to the victims.
Restitution? My money is gone! She has it! Elena has the $5 million! Juliet, you can't do this to me! Come to gloat? To see me in chains, Elena?
I came to say goodbye, Arthur. And to give you the closure you've been begging for.
How? How did you pull it off?
Does it really matter? You betrayed our marriage for a cheap fantasy, Arthur. I simply reclaimed what was always mine.
You and Julian have been sleeping together this whole time, haven't you?
Don't project your own filth onto other people. Without me, Arthur, you are nothing. You've simply returned to the gut where you belong. You did this to yourself, Arthur.
Miller, Tell me you have something. An appeal. A procedural error. Anything.
The jury came back in less than 4 hours, Arthur. That's not a close call.
That's a landslide. But Julian, the compliance bypass, he authorized it. He admitted on the stand. That's reasonable doubt.
Julian testified that the bypass was a scheduled maintenance window. He produced server logs, a work order, date-stamped documentation. The prosecution's forensic expert verified every single one.
He's in on it with Elena. They planned this together.
Arthur, listen to me. I've been doing this for 22 years. I know when a case is over. This case is over.
It's not over! She set me up. Elena, she hired a fake heiress. She set up a fake fund. She made me steal that money. It was all her idea!
And you have proof of that? Do you have a single document, a single witness, a single piece of evidence that shows Elena Valdnot orchestrated anything? No, you don't. Because every piece of paper in this case shows you stealing from your clients, beating your mistress, and breaking into Julian Vance's apartment using a shard of glass.
She won! You hear me? Elena! You won! But I swear, Elena, I swear I'll find a way!
Judge Holloway, it's almost midnight. Should I call your car?
Yes, and tell the clerk, 9 a.m. sharp. I want this wrapped up before lunch.
A long sentence?
It'll be quick. There's nothing ambiguous about this man. 20 years. He'll be 62 when he gets out. His daughter will be 25.
Have you told her yet? About Arthur? She's my daughter, Sienna. She deserves to know the truth.
Mommy, Daddy's staying in a big house with iron bars. Is he playing hide and seek?
No, sweetheart. It's not a game. Your father did some very bad things.
Will he come back for my birthday? He promised.
He won't, sweetie. He made his choices, and in this world everyone has to pay for their choices, even your father.
But does he still love us?
His love was weak, Lily. But my love is strong enough to protect you forever. I will teach you how to stand in the light and rule the world. This is for you, Sienna. Your sister's medical bills are covered. Permanently.
Elena, I don't know what to say. 2 weeks ago, I was stealing a gold pen from this very table just to buy her medicine.
Take care of your amazing mommy, Lily. She is a queen.
I will. Bye, Miss Sienna.
Go live your life, Sienna. You've earned it.
What about you?
I'm going back to where I belong.
Goodbye, Mrs. Vonder.
Goodbye, Sienna. Be safe.
The board meeting is in 30 minutes, Elena.
The SEC is freezing our prime accounts. We need to settle this quietly, Sterling.
Arthur's mess has destroyed our client trust. We're facing a massive wave of redemptions.
Take a deep breath, gentlemen. Our real compliance partner is here.
This is a closed-door board meeting. You don't belong here.
I hold 40% of this firm's voting shares now, Sterling.
Elena, you've been out of the game for 5 years. You don't know the market anymore.
I built the core algorithms this firm runs on. Arthur just put his name on them. I'll route my recovered trust into our green portfolio that covers the deficit and clears the SEC in 12 hours.
My first executive recommendation is to make Elena our chief managing partner.
I'm not here to destroy this firm, gentlemen. I'm here to save it from your mediocrity.
The SEC audit is cleared, Elena. The Green Energy Fund is fully subscribed.
Thank you, Julian. And for keeping my database credentials active for 5 years.
I kept them for Wall Street. I couldn't let the brightest mind I've ever known rot in a kitchen.
Arthur thought my brain was his stepping stone.
He was a fool. He tried to short the only asset that mattered. You.
Mrs. Vander, thank you for coming. I didn't think you'd show up.
I'm here to close the loop. You held up your end of the deal on Monday.
I told the U.S. attorney everything.
I know. The verdict was clean.
Then please don't blacklist me.
You helped Arthur drain my family trust, Mia. Did you honestly think there would be no price to pay?
I was a fool. He promised me the penthouse on 5th Avenue. He said we would start over in Europe.
You let a weak man's cheap promises define your entire worth. That was your real mistake.
You had everything, Mrs. Van Ott. I wanted a piece of that life. I envied you.
You envied a woman who was trapped in a kitchen, letting a parasite put his name on her own algorithms? Arthur was never your ticket to the big leagues, Mia. If you want a life, you build it yourself. This is a junior operations position at a logistics outfit in Chicago.
Chicago? But my life is in New York.
Don't say I didn't warn you. You don't have a life in New York anymore. But at least it's real. A lot more solid than any castle Arthur built for you on a pack of lies.
Mommy, is Daddy really not coming to my birthday party?
He won't, Lily.
Is Daddy a bad man? Will the other kids laugh at me?
You don't have to carry the weight of his mistakes. You may carry the name Vaughn, but remember, you are my daughter first.
Arthur's final sentencing came through today.
You signed this? This gives me absolute veto power on the board?
In the 5 years you were gone, Elena, I realized one thing.
I have no use for a self-proclaimed genius like Arthur. I need an equal.
A calculated risk. The ROI is exceptional.
You used me to squeeze Sterling out, Julian. Don't play the Martin with me.
The old guard is history. We run the show now.
I only partner with people who can keep up, Julia.
Then try not to run too fast, partner.
You've been staring at that blank line for 5 minutes.
Elena Varnett. That's the name on every court document.
My mother's name was Kroc. She was a civil engineer. She was one of only 3 women in her graduating class. She died when I was 10. I took his last name when I married Arthur. I let him take my algorithms. I let him take my name. I let him take 5 years of my life. I'm not letting him keep my name.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Since the day I sold my first algorithm to this firm.
What's this?
My name.
Your name is Vaughn now. Right, Vaughn. There. Much better. Croft sounds like a cemetery. Vaughn sounds like money. Using a dead woman's name? Bad luck anyway. Julian Vance. Nice to meet you, Elena Kroc.
Nice to meet you too, Julian.
Good morning. How can I help you? I'm Sienna Rivera. I'm here to start today.
Isn't that the fake heiress, the one who pretended to be a billionaire?
Ms. Rivera, I just need to see your onboarding authorization. Excuse me. I am the operations compliance partner of this firm, appointed personally by Elena Croft. And if you have questions about my resume, my office is on the 27th floor. Come by anytime.
I didn't mean any disrespect, Miss Rivera.
Then we won't have a problem.
You're not a prop anymore. You're the partner.
SEC audit cleared, green energy fund oversquided, Arthur in a cell. What do we do now?
The question isn't what we do, it's what we do first.
Okay, what do we do first?
Not a charity. A venture capital fund, seed stage, women entrepreneurs only.
You're gonna fund women who are in the same place I was.
Women in this industry don't get funding. They're told to find a male co-founder, asked if they want kids, and handed advice instead of checks. I had to marry a man to keep my own algorithms. I'm not letting that happen to anyone else.
I want in.
I know.
No, I mean, I want to be the first investment, not the fund manager, the founder. I've been a nanny, a housekeeper, a fake heiress, a compliance asset. I know how to run a house, a schedule, a con, and a balance sheet. I want to start a company that trains women like me, women from the gutter, to run operations for Fortune 500 firms, not cleaning floors, running floors.
Write the proposal. 3 pages. I want numbers, not stories.
You're serious?
I'm a venture capitalist now. I don't invest in stories, I invest in returns.
To returns, then.
You know, you are already the best investment I ever made. I hired a woman who stole my pen. I gave her a fake name, a fake wardrobe, and a fake fortune, and she turned out to be the most real person in my life.
Don't make me cry on the roof, Elena. You said hair messes don't cry on park benches.
We're not heiresses anymore, Sienna. We're the ones who write the checks.
Croft Capital's clean energy ETF just shattered opening day trading records. Any comments?
It's a victory for every woman who refuses to hide in the shadows and decides to stand in the light.
I've got you, sweetie.
Sienna, are we really gonna live by the sea forever?
Yes, forever. A great lady gave us this new life.
So, what's our next target? The London market?
Julian, what's in front of me is all that matters.